Hey everybody, Saturday, another day on the trainer. Sucks up here weather-wise. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do a little Zwift sweat session. A lot of you guys that ride on Zwift, people that ride on Zwift, I use these platforms as like different routes or different courses to use. Obviously, I'm lucky where I live that I can roll out on the road, if you call it lucky, and I can do climbing efforts, etc., etc. But what I'm going to do today is a similar ride to what I do called Salisbury Saturday. Basically, ride 45 minutes, kind of tempo, zone 2 tempo. Down the valley, over a gap, down the valley to the end, turn around, come back. 3/4 of the way up, I've got a course set up that I can ride. And what I'll do is it basically goes down to the very low section. There's a fire hydrant. I hit go. I do about a 5K climb up to the top, fast days. 8.5, 9 minutes. Nowadays, probably about 11, maybe 12. We'll see what happens at the end of the summer. But anyways, it's a great workout, right? And you can go full gas, you can whatever. You just gotta keep it on the pipe until you can get done with the interval, right? And I get to the very top of this place, which is really cool, and then I can literally coast pretty much all the way down to the bottom in 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes, So it's kind of a good workout, you know what I mean? And so what I do on Zwift is, what I'll do here is I will simply I'll ride the Volcano circuit or Volcano climb. And when I get close to the Volcano from the start, I just keep going another lap. So I get about 45 minutes in. And then as I get to the Volcano, then once I get to the bottom of it, I bang out 4 or 5 sets, depending on, how much time I got to do. And today it's a 2-hour workout. So probably come out to like 4 efforts up. And then I'll finish the rest off just like I ride home. It takes me about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, come over the gap and get back home. So it's a very similar ride. So that's what I'm doing today. So I thought I'd throw a little more stuff in on it, like fueling, etc. What goes on? Gotta have some fun, So hope you. So I don't whether you like this or not. This is my program, okay? This isn't. I'm not telling you to do this. This is what I do. I'm 60 years old. Kind of tough to change my ways, but I know I'm going to sweat my ass off. Okay, in 2 hours, I'll probably lose on a minimum of 700 milligrams to probably 1,500 milligrams of sodium during this whole thing. I really don't have a huge problem with cramping, but I have a weird problem where if I do a bunch of efforts for a couple days, and then I take a day off, and then if I just get really lazy and just go the other way, or I won't hydrate, just like, I'm so sick of all this shit, I'll get these really, really bad cramps. Like they're just like muscle spasms. They're like somebody took a hammer and hit me in the leg and I can't walk. And then it's like I got DOMS after it, which is really weird. But I haven't had quite as much of it since the last year or so. But what I will do is I'll take one of these sodium chloride tablets. When I go outside in the summer, I'll put 2 of these in each bottle. And there's 380 milligrams sodium chloride set up. Today only 1 each bottle. So, and I got a little stone and pestle like this. So what I'll do is I'll crush it up. I know some of you cracking jokes about this right now. Mauser's already bored. He's already heading for the bedroom. Some of you might crack some jokes about this, back in my old days, what I could have been using this for. But hey, come on, man. Let's get real here, right? So I'll dump 1 of these in here, in each bottle. I got these really cool bottles from Peaks Coaching Group right here. These bottles, I'm not sure what the volume is, but they're basically between a regular bottle and a big bottle. So, you know, I got a shitload of bottles, but I love these bottles just for that simple reason. Here's the part you're gonna hate me about, okay? Probably gonna hate. My favorite flavor of Gatorade, I just opened this one up, is the fruit one, fruit punch. Kind of tastes like Hawaiian punch. I don't give a shit. Sugar, same thing. I put a whole scoop of this shit inside of one of these. In both bottles, okay? And I always got a jug of water always in the refrigerator every day. So what I'll do with this is one of these tea bottles. By the way, if you need something sweet to drink, this is the Shadizzle. It's got 0 sugar, it's got 0 calories, and it actually tastes good. It is the only thing I've ever had in my whole life that's diet that tastes good. And this stuff really tastes good. Arizona tea diet, green tea with ginseng. I don't know what the fuck that is, but hey, whatever. But I always keep one of these full every day. And then at the end of the day, I know if I didn't drink this whole gallon, okay, of water, guess what? Finish it off or you go to bed. So I'll fill that up. I made a mistake and I ordered the wrong flavor of this stuff. This is Roctane. My favorite is SIS 75 milligram berry gels. Couldn't find them. Is what it is. I had some Pro Nutrition stuff that was like 100 milligrams of caffeine in it, and obviously there's carbs, 30, 60, whatever. That stuff was like syrup. So this isn't really that bad, this coffee stuff, but I'll bang one of these once before. I'll probably just have one just to the side if I need it. I mean, you know me, you only need it like the last half hour. So, and that's basically about it. I'm gonna get kitted up and then we'll get ready for the ride. Okay, we're kitted up. One small thing. So when I moved here 4 years ago up here in Fletcher, up in the mountains, I should say the foothills of the mountains. Mountains aren't that far away, but I moved here and I thought, oh man, I'm this guy from the Midwest who rides his bike all the time, trains, does all this stuff, all this cool shit, blah, blah, blah. And when I moved here, I was on my Canyon, Arrow Road, which at the time had a 5236, I think, gearing on the front and an 1128, okay? Well, the first summer I was here, I just was an idiot, I mean, I was able to perform, but I didn't know any better. And then as time got on, I'm like, whoa, buddy, So then on that Canyon, I changed the front sprocket, so the front chain rings to 5234. And then I put an 1134 rear on, which for a while works good. But there's some stuff around here that it is what it is. But I mean, if you want to have an enjoyable workout, I mean, pedaling at 50 RPM up a hill, neuromuscular, it's really not, I mean, it's fun. It's usable, but you're out there for 2 or 3 hours. You're trying to do some different work. And so this morning I ordered a GRX rear derailleur, 12 speed, and that'll take a 36 rear, so an 1136. So the cool thing about this kicker, or I should say this kicker bike, is you can adjust the gearing on it. So I just finished doing that this morning. Another thing I did, which is kind of weird probably, but I took a plumb line and I measured from the center of the seat post, took this plumb line, went all the way down the ground, right? And then I measured from there to the center of the crank. And then what I did was, I did the same thing to my Bianchi, right? And so then now I matched it up to what I have here. So I'm kind of excited to see what this is gonna be like. My parts are not gonna be here, probably Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever, no biggie. But it's kind of cool because now I'm gonna be able to, see what that feels like. So I'm kind of excited about that. Anyways, so I usually start out and log in, get all the sensors dialed, stuff like that. And then I'd usually just ride like real easy for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. So I feel, my legs are, you said, pushing them. And that's not on the computer, FYI. And then so I have the workout in my computer, my bike computer. And so by using the course, like just using Zwift or Ruby as courses, kind of like you're in your neighborhood, if you ride 30 minutes out of town, there's this hill, and this hill will take you up, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. 20 minutes, great, because then you can do all sorts of different intervals. You ride out there, do your intervals, come back. And it gets you dynamic, like thinking about what you're doing, know what's going on. And you're in the moment, right? You're not bored, and you're riding at tempo 2, just low tempo 2, the climb, right? So you're engaged into what's going on, It's not like you're just sitting there, oh, I hate the trainer. So you guys up north, let's be real. I lived up there, and you ain't gonna see. Like, I remember wearing leg arm warmer or knee warmers when it was May. So anyways, then I get on here, right? And then about 5 minutes, I'll go in the game, in this case, I use the Volcano climb from the start, where everybody starts at. And it started about 20 minutes over to the climb, But what I'll do is when I get to it, I'll turn. I got to watch for the little signs. And I'll come back to town and do another loop from there. And that's about 40 minutes. So that's about the same as what I would do today anyways, outside, right? And then on the next time when I get to the Volcano, then I'll watch my workout on my Garmin, and then I'll just, you can mess with it to where if you're getting like too close to it and you got like 3 minutes, 4 minutes left on your computer until your interval comes, well, then use your head, Elvis. Just pause the workout, because you're going to download the Zwift workout anyways, so you're going to get a little extra here and there, basically, right? And then when you get close, boop, get it, and then all you got to do is do your intervals. Well, in this case, I'm just gonna, today, it's not timed, it's just I'm gonna do 4, hard as I can go, all the way up. So it's kind of like what I do here, right? And I think my record ever going up that thing is like 10 something, that whole climb. And so, I'm realistic, 12 minutes, but as long as you're pushing yourself and you're in the right zone, you're zone 4, 5, power-wise, and really just ride it by RPE and go as hard as you can go. So I'll check you out after this is all over. Okay, so I'm gonna do 4 sets up, relax, coming down by RPE. Okay, just have a screen that says time on there and kilojoules, but I'm gonna be mainly watching there. Just all our by RPE. Goal is somewhere sweet spot to FTP. Go as hard as you want to go. How as hard as you feel. Cool? Okay, so now I'm already to the climb. And so now I just did a U-turn. And then now I got to ride basically 4 minutes out, 4 minutes back. And then it'd be like similar to what I do here. All done. So 2 hours and 2 minutes, 1,800 feet climbing, which is really close to what actually, ironically, would be if I did this workout here. It's like just sub 2,000 feet climbing in 2 hours. you know, I got 2 PRs. My second lap, which was considerably slower than my first, still in the 12s, beat my 90-day. But that 11:40, that was pretty good. Like, I'm very happy with that, you know? Anyways, we'll go through this after I'm done. Awesome workout. I mean, it's 2 hours. I got 3 in, so I got 4 instead of 4. But it kind of simulated exactly what I did here. You know, so don't be just stuck to like the course on Zwift. I mean, use the train to do workouts, you know? And if you're riding up Alpe d'Huez, that's kind of stupid. Because if you're doing it for fun, it's cool. If you're doing it to try to beat your best time, it's cool. But if you're trying to do it as a workout, come on, man. Come on. You do 40 minutes at FTP, you can do it, but you're gonna shit the bed. So, this is a good way to do your interval work, you know what I mean? Saturday is a speed day, a work day. You wanna get 2 hours at least in of some decent work, you know? Some FTP training, a little bit of VO2, you know, kind of like you're in a breakaway, trying to get off the front or whatever, you know, on a mountain course. All right, wrap to you. Okay, maybe we got something here. So, post ride, okay? Immediately when I get off the bike, I love Coca-Cola. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was raised on it. Hey, it is what it is. I'm a product of the 60s. But this little Coca-Cola bottle, okay, right here, which is 17 ounces, okay, has 200 calories, whatever. I know it's all sugar. All you freaks are all getting all mental on me. Hang on. It's got 55 grams of carbs. Okay, I know it's mostly sugar and shit, you know, whatever. But it's getting me back to like reality. 65 grams of sodium. I'll take that all day long. After that, you know. So, you know, that's 1, okay. 2 is I mix up a shake like this with muscle milk. It's 50 gram per serving, you know, each time. So I'll bang that out. And then now that's getting me my, kind of like putting back what I kind of took out, if that makes any sense. You know, my body's still freaking right now, I'm sure, and it's still churning and still doing its thing. So, you know, and then I'll take a shower, and then I'll have something to eat for supper. Tonight, what I'm gonna have is I take a mix of rice bowl type of deal, Southwestern rice mixed together, and then I'll put 2 eggs on top of it. That's what I'm gonna have tonight. It's digestible. I don't want nothing real spicy. And then tomorrow we got a long ride. So, okay, let's close this up. So the workout was, which a lot of my guys do, is just says 2 hour time trial / aggressive group ride. All right, I hate group rides. This is me. Well, I'm antisocial, so whatever. So, but here's the math on this whole deal, okay? So I did 36 miles, okay? Average was 16 miles. I gotta be honest with you, you know, I coast. I'm going back down that mountain, so who gives a shit about that stuff? Burned supposedly 1,000 cal. TSS, 155, okay? Projected for the workout is normally 145, whatever, you know, just go hard. 0.85 intensity factor, and about 1,100 kilojoules. So, it's still 100. Okay, but bottom line, what I got was, you figure, let's just round it off to 12 minutes, right? So I got 36 minutes at least of FTP work, right? You know, it was fun. Plus, I probably got a little more than that, you know. And then and I did 90 minutes, roughly, probably under that, 70 minutes of tempo, you know, and that's a good ride. Fueled it, correctly, 2 bottles, 1 through 1 gel. And then now I'm having my trusty shake. Letterman, I showered, just so you know. And I'm gonna have one of these banana, peanut butter and banana, dark chocolate, soft cookies is really what they taste like. And then these babies, I got 260 calories here, 41 more grams of carbs, a shitload of sodium, 230 milligrams. Like, woo! But that's basically getting us back to where square one was, and like 10 grams of protein. I mean, I don't get this weird about this stuff, but I do track it through the weekend because the weekend workouts are really hard, and you know, you can make it them 2 of the week during the week pretty good if you eat good. But so anyways, that is a typical Saturday if I have to train indoors. And I hope you had learned something. Hit me up with some questions. Remember, this is my thing, right? So I'm not overweight. I'm 5'11". You know, I weigh about 186, which is about 13-ish% body fat at 60. So, you know, granted, I keep riding and working, but it just goes to show you, you know, do this stuff within reason, but you can still have intensity. So, okay. Have a great day. Bye-bye.